All right. Yeah. All right. Shit. Yeah, we're back at it again today, doing fun stuff, doing good stuff. I'm gonna get um, stream starting soon. Let's get that out of here. I have. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this fucking thing. I'll just show off what I have so far, and then we'll continue to go up. I don't know why everything's so tiny, teeny tiny on this fucking screen. So if we can walk around, yeah, it looks like we can still smack stuff. We still got this guy. We have some basic enemy state machines where they can walk around, they can spot us, and they can attack us and do some damage, and we can also hit them. However, they don't really follow us that, that well. Yeah. We also have a jump back mechanic, so we can jump back every time our energy coins are completed, and we have a way to break open barrels, and we put items inside there, and we have uh-oh. Yeah, so here's a new thing. I'm using VS Code now. I'm super cool now. Expected closing bracket on the end of menu screen. Menu screen. 8. Oh, yeah, there should be some type of thing right here. So I'm working on the player resolve. I'm working on some stuff here. I'll explain that in a second. Let's just keep running. I want to make sure this works now. Reload from disk. I think I can play it now, right? I did. I put it on external editor. I don't know why the fuck it's having problems. I guess I have to stop it before I load it. Alright. Oh, what the fuck? Key was already used. Oh, of course it was. Alright. Let me stop it. Let's just get rid of this for now. We're gonna find a better way to do that anyway. Cool. Yeah, nice. And yeah, we'll run it again. I'm sure there's going to be a big learning curve with VS Code, so that'll be fun. There we go. So I'm working on the top panel. I know I had the inventory going yesterday, but we're going with like 16th century. I'm trying to make it like you're supposed to be like sent from the Vatican to go clear out this place of fucking demons or whatever. So you're like a friar. That's gonna be the game. I have his class as 420 friar right now. I was just fucking around. I called him Friar Ron. I don't know. I gotta come up with a better name. We're basically stealing off all the Morrowind mechanics, but instead of health, it's flesh. Instead of stamina, it's spirit. And instead of magic, it's faith. Eh? You see what we're doing? Fucking cool shit. I had ChatGPT work up some other stuff for me. Can I not exit out? Oh, return. Here we go. Why am I... Oh, my mouse is actually fucked. No, it's... I can't... This is weird. I can't turn, but only in certain... Interesting. Sorry, now I can't turn, like, I can't turn around right now. I can only turn, like, this far. I'm not sure why. I don't know. Interesting. Yeah, we'll have to work on that. But so here's what I was trying to do is I'm working on like the stats and the character sheet, and I just took a lot of it straight from Morrowind, and I had ChatGPT kind of expand on it from there. So if we look at where the fuck is it? Should have a JSON somewhere. Yeah, this is basically the type of JSON I'm going to have, like a name, a class, core attributes, derived traits, action stats, and then we'll just have 3 weapons in the game. We'll have, like, you know, you can throw shit, you can swing your sword or swing your axe. This I didn't tell it to add, it just kind of like threw that in there, so I'm going to leave it in there in case I need to add shit to it. But, yeah, so as ChatGPT has said, I approved the structure right here. I'm going to copy this and put it into my shit. And then essentially what we're going to do is have function. I'm basically going to have ChatGPT write this for me. I'm going to have it as a singleton, and I'm going to call on it and just have it pull from these scripts to, like, use stuff. Yeah, let's see if I can find a good example. Alright, that's not what I wanted to do. I had a better explanation down here. I'm just trying to see. Yeah, so like call examples would be loading. I'm not sure what, I don't know what the fuck a cert does. Why you gotta add shit like that? But yeah. Spend faith, so we'd have basically functions that would spend and track our faith in this singleton, and then we would update everything from there if my understanding is correct. And this would be the singleton up here. I don't know, I was spitballing this yesterday. It's a big ass fucking singleton, but it's like each function, you know, like, let's see, what is this? Get pool, read pool by name, flesh, spirit, faith. So I guess we have to say, like, get pool, faith, or whatever, and it returns our actual one. Anyway, the reason I have to do a lot of this is because I would have to. It looks like super complicated, overcomplicated in a lot of ways. But if we're gonna do the Morrowind stats, basically what I'm trying to decide is whether we're gonna try and like make this like a Morrowind, or we're gonna try and make it simple and put simple shit in. And if we're gonna try and do the simple shit, we don't need any of this. But if we're gonna try and go like Morrowind style, then we're gonna need a lot of this stuff because it's got like this is our curve of proficiency with the axe, and it's like I could try and put that in later, but it's better to put it in now. And there's just a lot of shit in here in game design that I wouldn't know about. So I'm pretty much like I'm like a monkey using a much more advanced system. So it's like I have to either rely on this system if I throw it in there and then just adapt to it, or I have to code it all myself. And what I did is tell it to give me really good comments. So I think I'm just going to copy and paste this. Since it's a singleton anyway, it's not going to hurt anything. And I can always just use functions from here, or I can choose not to use them at all. Set a derived trait. Oh, okay. Data. Where's data? I'm actually just interested. This is pretty. I didn't get a chance to look through this. I did this like last night before I had to go to work in the morning. So we're just making entire character sheet loaded from JSON. Okay, perfect. Hits on target. See, this is the type of shit we're gonna need. I was like trying to figure out like all the mechanics of like leveling up somebody in a game, and apparently they want you to. you know, you don't want to just stand hitting the same guy for over and over. So you gotta like say the hits on the same target over and over again. You gotta have diminishing returns on the amount of XP they're getting back or whatever. Is that a raw text file or is it a Godot res file? This is just straight GD script, so I'm just gonna copy this and then go into VS Code now and make a new script. Actually, I can probably do it. Should probably do it through Godot. Why is everything so freaking small? Editor. Where's the main font size? Can we get that up a little bit? There we go. Now I can actually read this shit. Am I just blind? I probably am blind as a fucking bat, dude. Alright. Okay, so let's go project. Actually, I guess I can make a new script right in the editor here. I don't know. Why not? Let's try it. Let me go here. New file. Oh, shit. I suck with VS Code. Why don't I have that little thing on the side? There's normally that thing on the side over there. What happens if I do this? If I go to script here and I say file, new script, and I call this, we're gonna call this stat helper, stat manager. Cool. Okay, so yeah, now it's up in here. Awesome. And we're just gonna set that to a singleton. I was really hoping that wouldn't fuck anything up. I didn't think it would, but I was just like, damn, I don't know. I've never used that shit before. How's it going, Bob the Darkest Fairy? Stat. Oh, great. Oh, I did spell it right. Okay. Alright, we're gonna add that. Nice. And we should probably, we're going to do this one before we do that one. Because this one's going to load in our shit. No, actually we're going to need the game manager first. It's going to tell us which one to load. Cool. And then we're also going to go, I got to go back to ChatGPT. And let's grab our... So yeah, there's a lot of functions in here. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to call them and figure that shit out. We might not use all of them. This is the examples it came up with. Spend faith, spend okay. It's pretty awesome, actually. If this works, I'll be pretty happy with that. Clear encounter hits. Alright. Alright, fuck. Alright, we need this. This is important. At least I can bring this in with no problem and get that into a data dict and pull from it. We can do the bare minimum. Okay. We'll go here. I'm going to create a new script here. It'll go new text file. Let's go new folder, data, and we'll say Friar Ron. Can I do is it JSON, right? I might have to, might not save so good. I go back in here. Can I even pull it up? How do I get that shit on the side? Fucking... Oh, if I open the codex, then I can go over here. How do I open the folder? Oh, Kingdom of Fate. Awesome. Open. There we go. Get the fuck out of here. I told you to open the one above that. What the fuck? Fucking VS Code, dude. Hold on, let me restart Godot real quick. Sorry, I'm still learning how to use VS Code. I really am trying to like make the switch just because it's gonna be... It'll be easier because there's like an AI thing right in there. But I'm on Linux. Everything's all fucked up, man. It's not my fault. There we go. Okay. And if I go here and then I go here, shouldn't I already be in opening a folder? Open folder. Kingdom of Fate. Hold on. Kingdom of Fate. Open. There we fucking go. Now we have it. I don't know, man. I hate VS Code, but like, I feel like to be a real coder person, don't we gotta know it? Isn't it like super important? Alright, so where the fuck was I at? Stat Manager. Nice. And we have the... Where the fuck? Where in the absolute fuck is our Game Manager? There we go. Can you open up more than one? Isn't there supposed to be... Open file? There you go. Okay, so now... Now we need, where is my fucking data? Friar Ron, we'll bring that over here. Cool. Okay, so I'm learning. I'll get better. The specific Godot executable is invalid. Awesome. We're gonna ignore that for now. That's not a big deal, is it? Did I submit the Kiwi Farms game? No, I never even finished it. I just, like, I had too much shit going on. I couldn't do it. And then I started on this game, and I'm thinking I can actually maybe make some money with this one. Alright, so... Stat Manager... we need to take whatever ChatGPT gave us right up here. We're going to plug that shit in. Copy that code. And then we'll try and run some shit from it and see how it goes for us. The Kiwi Farms had a mini write-up on you. I posted it on your Discord. Oh, yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. That's great. Anyway. I don't think... this looks so intimidating when I bring it into VS Code. And it's got all this, like... hyperspace shit. I don't know. I prefer it when I can just use areas and shit like that. Why is there so many errors? Let's take a look here. Oh yeah, that's right. There's some type of problem here. The variable type is being inferred from a variant type, so it'll be types of variant. Oh, so I just got to get rid of this. Cool. I'm gonna guess it's the same thing here. I don't know why it likes to do that. What do those things even mean? Does anybody know? I'm gonna guess. So if anyone's just tuning in, we're trying to do like we're experimenting around trying to get some Morrowind like attacks here and stats loading. Is this a oh? I already read that one. Is it really going to be just all these all the way down? Great. I'm surprised there wasn't more shit. Dude, when I listen to other people's Godot streams, people are really dissing on the chat GPT, and like here I am just taking the entire fucking thing and just slamming it in there. That's fucking perfect. I don't think I need the class name, do I? Okay, so let me go take a look at the example usage of it. Set derived traits. Recompute all. Yeah, so this is basically why I want to use it, because I'm like putting stuff in like this. Like it's, I probably would not be able to code this just because I wouldn't be aware of all the shit to put in there. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, all the people who say that AI is slop, like, it basically is slop, but it's like, if you can use it, and like, for me to write all this and go and research all of it would take fucking forever. So if I can just get what I need out of it, you know, and get up the road, why would I do anything else? It's like, you know, I could probably change like the AC compressor on my car or something, but if I brought it to a shop, I could, you know, I'd rather pay the money than spend, you know, 3 weeks of my car not having AC and me having a bunch of parts everywhere and fucking it all up. Yeah. People who complain are never devs. I don't know, I complain a fair amount. Complaining's metal. Complaining's metal, dude. We're too goth. Okay, so this is how it wants me to use this. Resource okay. We failed to load the stats or whatever. And then we spend the stats. So is the stats beholden all my values that I check to see if I'm alive and shit. The Godot owner manufactured it. Yeah, didn't the Godot owner say something he wanted like Kami Games or some shit like that? I remember because I would post stuff on like a YouTube comment and people would like shit all over me and be like, "You're using a gay engine," and I'd be like, "No, I fucking hate them. I just happen to only be proficient with one engine. What do you want me to do?" And everyone's like, "Move to Reddit," and I'm like, "I don't know, dude. It's like you just copied the thing, so fuck it. No, I'm not gonna do that." Think of this as your source of truth for everything about the Friar. Exactly is your one-stop character sheet. Mental endurance can be awesome. Yeah. Kami game, wait and quake for 2 days for toilet paper. Raydot is the freedom phone of Godot. Yeah, and then they still went with like a little anime girl for the fucking avatar, and I'm like, you can't do at least something manly? You couldn't have it be something cool and manly and like, No, to do a little fucking anime girl, whatever. Do whatever the fuck you want. um, I could be wrong on that. They could have went with a robot. I don't know. I was just seeing a lot of the artwork, and I was like, I don't know. I don't want to be around this community. The Freedom Phone. Yeah, using Godot to make Chud games makes it much better. We're using their own tools against them. So when we hit the enemy, nice. Stats to record weapon hit. Dude, my autistic brain right now wants to record every single weapon hit, and then you could have it in like a giant CSV file. And then you could like track your progress throughout the game. You could be like, in Seda Neen at the first dawn of the first husk, I was only doing 2 points of damage to a mud crab. But now, now upon the eve of the morrow, I do 37 damage to a mud crab, killing him instantly. I still think the Godot plushie is the worst designed plushie. What about the Bloby? The Bloby plushies, the ones that what was his name? Bo Blacks. Bo Blacks was selling them. We should get one of those plushies. So anywhere in the game, I can check if he's dead. Perfect. All right, so I'm starting to understand this better. I'm starting to get it in my brain. Okay. Nice. I think I get it. All right. Let's fucking give that a shot. Let me just copy this right here. And we'll go back to our player. Kick is gay. Kick is awesome. Where else can you see, you got Boss Man Jack throwing his life away on Gamba streams. Dude, there's so many people on Kick that are just gambling. I mean, I guess it is set up to support stake, but it's like, it's very interesting. Alright. Can you say faggots on Kick? I believe so. I don't know. You can try it. I've banned certain words in the chat that are super offensive, but I mean, I guess you can try. I mean, it bans like words for you. Alright, I need the player. So, instead of using this stuff, we need to deal damage. I might get rid of the coin. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said faggot on Twitch multiple times. I mean, I didn't get an email, but it's like, because nobody watches my shit, so it's like, if you're streaming to like 10 people, they're not gonna give a fuck what you say. Plushies are for trannies and mentally ill. I don't know about that, but I guess, that's true. Somewhat. Oh, it's a good song that still has the F slur in it is, that little faggot with the makeup in the earring. That little faggot, he's a millionaire. We got to move these refrigerators. We got to move these color TVs. I can't remember the name of that song, but that's still got the F slur in it. I'm just thinking about how the fuck I'm gonna do all this fucking stupid bullshit. Okay. So, let me do this. I'm just going to ask it a few more questions. Let's consult the Oracle again. I'm going to show it my player script. Control A, Control C, Control V. Show me how you be doing a melee attack up in this sheet. There we go. Money for nothing. No, my child, you may not have a plushie. What are you, gay? Alright, obviously I know how the fuck to do all this shit. I just want to see what happens here. Write my whole script for me. Oh, that's new. Awesome. But I'm going to be pulling it. Where's the fucking attack? Allow movement, allow backstep. Okay, here we go. Swing weapon, here's the thing though, are you updating? Hold on. Hold on, stop. I meant with the singleton we just made. Like, apply the, what did I call it? It was, faith stat, as stamina, and subtract fromst the shit. Does that make any sense? I meant with the singleton we just made, like apply the faith stat as stamina and subtract fromst the shit. Yeah, 100%. Hook the player up to the stats. Giving your toddler estrogen, yeah. Insane shit. Okay. Wow. Instead, always ask stats. Okay. Take damage through stats. There we go. That's what I was worried. That's what I was wondering about, how this was going to work. Results. Awesome. Okay, so the result returns something from the stats. Awesome. So do they all return? I guess. This is a better way to do it than what I was going to come up with. I was going to do the most janky fucking shit in the world, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. Nobody gives a fuck. Damn. All right. Okay. Now go ahead and write the whole damn thing again. Faith Vickers or Amanda Morris? Oh man. Wait, is that Pantsu? Is Pantsu Amanda Morris? Which one is, which one is Pantsu? I would choose Pantsu. um, yeah, I guess that's just the better one. Yeah, I would choose that one. Wasn't the other one like a meth head or something? Yeah, her teeth were like disintegrated. At least Amanda Morris wasn't a meth head. Um, Damn, I was so rooting for her. Not her. I was so rooting for Ralph to get with who was that chick? The one on the RV. Oh man, the one on the RV. Who was banging her dad? Damn it! What was that chick's name? Fuck. You guys know who I'm talking about. Uh, oh man, I was hoping what she would get with Ralph. That was like my couple that I had in my head, the sector couple. Yes, Dad's name is Ben. Um, what's the damn? I can't remember her fucking name. Thorpe, the Thorpes dude. Yeah, the Wild Thorpes, man. Um, yeah, I wanted her and Ralph to get together and make a third demon child, a Thorpe, a Thorpe Ralph. I think that would be awesome, dude. Continue the story. And that way we would have Ethan Ralph above replacement rate, which is what we all want. So, okay. Now go ahead and write the whole damn thing. Write the whole damn thing over. But leave my coins intact. You hear? Do you understand? Yeah, well, I mean, it'd be better if she didn't. I don't know. Every guy she gets with is like fucking crazy Zoomer looking freak, man. But they're all in a fucking RV. That one guy who was sandwiched between her and her dad in that fucking RV, who looked so miserable, and they covered it on the casino. Dude, that I laughed so fucking hard at that. I don't know what his name was. It was like he reminded me of Chicken Andy. All right. This all looks correct. Yes, yes, I see. I see. This all looks very good. Uh, yes. Hackett, what the fuck? Oh, that's what you're passing through. Grace Thorpe or Amanda Morris, gun to your head. I guess I'm sticking with Amanda Morris because Grace Thorpe. I don't know, man. She's like, I feel like she would be more diseased. Plus, Amanda would probably be loyal. Like if you had to like stay with them, if you like had to marry them or whatever. You definitely choose her over Grace Thorpe, who would definitely be like fucking around behind your back immediately. Grace would tower over me. Oh, you shut the fuck up. Yeah, that's another reason. I only like women who are shorter than me. How tall is Grace? Yo, that would be great for Ralph, dude. Ralph is just like crippled with his little pig hoofs. And he's got this big gargantuan woman to carry him around. Yeah, because Ben's a big fucking dude. Ben's like, I remember him being cramped in that little trailer when he was hiding in there from the cops. And they're like, come out of the trailer. And he's like, I'm not in the trailer. He didn't actually say that. But in my head, I was thinking it. All right. HP, stamina, now go through stats, flesh, and faith, single source of truth. Energy coins, your timer UI, the backstep coins are unchanged and still work. Backstep now costs both 1 coin and backstep faith cost. Get rid of that faith cost. You know what? Should we get rid of the coins? I think we should get rid of the coins. Fuck the coins. Fuck the coins. Fuck the coins. Get rid of them, and we are going full stats only. Total coin death. No wonder Rich was so scared of Grace. She's like 7'7" or something. Rich hiding away from Grace. Didn't he buy a shotgun? Where does Rich live? Doesn't he live in like some fucking lib shit city? He lives in like fucking New York. He lives up in New York City. New York City, I knew it. I went there one time. It was fucking cold as shit. Oh, here we go. Faith cost, hitbox window, use skill gain, based. There we go. Damage, compute melee attack, packet, damage, weapon kind, self. Where are we getting these fucking values from? Where you be getting that damage for them weapons and shit. You had Jewish street food there. Was it good? Was it a good deal? Base melee damage. Ah, I see. You were circumcised the old-fashioned way in the Jew tunnels. Did you get herpes? I hear that happens sometimes. Live chat trauma dump. Was Ben Shapiro there? Do I want you to show me how to make each weapon carry its own base damage value instead of hard coding 10 on the player? That way you can swap weapons and the math just flows through the stats. Yeah, I was thinking, I'd be thinking we make a separate JSON for dem weapons and shit. What you be thinking? How do Morrowind be doing it? And shit. Let's say me, hypothetically, Ben Shapiro. One file with every weapon. You can add more by dropping new entries. No code changes. Awesome. Bearded axe. Monk crossbow. Blessed short sword. There we go. Cool. And then we're going to have to make a weapon singleton. I know. I was thinking the other day. So there's that famous. I guess it's not famous, but like that breakdown that actor had in Lord of the Rings, where he's like, "This is not acting." I'm sure there's people right now who are like, "This is not coding." He's like, "Yeah, it is. You fuck. I don't want to write all this myself." Nice. If you want true Morrowind attack styles, chop slash thrust, which we're not doing, fuck that. That is insane. And pick to roll based on an animation state. Okay. Yeah. Let's go as close to Morrowind as possible, but no different attacks yet. No slash or thrust, just one attack. I have the scene ready. Just give me the... Well, I guess we already have what we need, right? We need the weapon JSON. Just give me the weapon JSON and the singleton, and we will go from there. WeaponDB.gd. Can you hurry up? I pay $20 a month. I need you to spin up every single GPU down at the factory. Every single one of them. I don't care if they're hospitals trying to help people. You reroute that power to fucking ChatGPT and get my shit done. Copy the code. I don't have time. I don't have time to design or do this other stuff. What are we gonna do? Let's see if I can figure out how to make a new file. What are we gonna call it? Weapon db.gd. There we go. We're going to paste and save it. And of course, it always likes to put these little things on there. I don't know what they mean. Colon or the semicolon or whatever the fuck it is. Mark of the Beast is what it is. It's heresy. Like some type of satanic rite. That ChatGPT is trying to sneak into my code, but we're not going to let it. Let's go ahead and go back into Godot and put that into an auto load. If it's even going to find it. Globals. There we go. Nice. Okay, so I think we need to do game manager, then the weapon manager, then the stat manager. I don't fucking know. Let's grab... We need to get the other generatificated JSON. And I will not be hooking this up for myself. I need you to rewrite the entire thing for me, ChatGPT. If you think I'm going to hook it up for myself for 1 fucking second, you've lost your mind. Let's go back to the data. New file. What the fuck am I going to call this? What did you call it, ChatGPT? We'll keep weapondb.json. There we go. New file. Throw that in there. Throw that in there. Whoops. Copied. Nice. So, cool. Now we actually have some stats, however made up they are, and we have some weapons and sheet. Nice. We have our player, and we're gonna go here. Oh yeah, that's right. Just go ahead and rewrite my player to work with both the weapon and what the fuck is the other one? Stat singletons. There we go. Yeah, just get on that. Thank you. All right. Use base skill gain on hit via stats that record weapon hit. Awesome. We have some regen. Cool. Are we still using my state machine? We are. Nice. Alright, this still looks good. We're still transitioning into the run state. Cool. Alright, yeah. I like how this is done. When we take damage, we just take, this is a damage dick that we're being passed in. We then get the amount. Nice. I'm not sure what that's for. I guess 0. I guess it's the first index or whatever. Whatever the fuck. I don't fucking know. Should be fine. Whatever. I trust it. If you want to hop swap weapons at runtime, just call sync weapon runtime, and your swings will automatically use the axe. All right. Cool. Let's just copy this code real quick. You better put ChatGPT in the credits after this. Absolutely not. No way. Because see, look, I have to correct it. And what is this? Cannot call non-static function on the class stats directly. Make an instance instead. Which is why I don't think I want to make it a class. I think I just want to call it. We want to actually call the stat manager. We don't want to use a stat. We gonna get rid of that. We don't need that shit. I think it should be fine, right? Why are you turning yellow? Oh. The local function parameter name is shadowing. Oh. Yeah, we really shouldn't be doing that. I'll just put an underscore. Oh, shit. You know what? I don't think it's a big deal. We're going to leave it for now. So it's not going to get the name of the node, is it? It's going to get this name. It's going to use the local one, right? Am I wrong? Should be fine. So then if we go back here, we want to do stat manager. Yeah, so we got to change that. Stupid ChatGPT. Look at all the work I have to do now. That's insane. Weapon DB. We're gonna have to fix that as well. Where's Weapon DB? Fix that first. Stat manager. What's the problem here? Cannot call non-static function. Oh. There we go. Weapon DB cannot call non-static function equip. Yeah, so we're gonna have to call. What is it? What did I call it? It's lowercase like that. Yeah, so that's what we got to call. So it's trying to do it in a stupid object-oriented way, and I'm trying to do it in a based, non-object-oriented way because I'm too cool for that shit. So I think if I just copy and paste a whole bunch of times and then I throw a match and let it burn, everything should be okay, right? It's gonna make a joke, but I think it's too fucked up. I can't do it. All right. DB. All right. Where the fuck else? Oh my gosh. Stat manager. Stat manager. Watch this not work after me fiddling with this shit for hours. And then I'll have to write my own game. Can you believe that? I'll have to do this for myself. Whoops. What's your problem here? Oh. DF. WTF. Cool. We're almost done. Bam, throw that shit in there. Another one. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna rage quit and Get the fuck out of here. Even though I really only barely know what I'm doing. I don't even know what this is supposed to do, honestly. I guess we'll be subtracting from our stats, and we're going to have to show that shit off. DB. I gotta get rid of this demon mark. Stat manager. Awesome. Looks like we're all good. I think that's running very efficiently. So let's run the game and see if we can even move around. Or if we just completely screwed ourselves and destroyed everything. Alright. Only one way to find out. Set deferred on a null value. Weapon hitbox. What do you mean I don't have a weapon hitbox? Of course I do, you fuck. Actually, I don't, because I never set it. That would make a lot of sense. We should probably set this to what it actually is. It is our... let's see, what is it expecting? Area 3D. We want our... wooden axe, area 3D. There we go. We need our attack cooldown timer. I forgot to hook these things up. I guess we don't actually have one of those. Let's see, did it create those? The backstep timer, we have that. Awesome. Debug label, camera control label. Awesome, we have that. The head, we have that as well. That is the head of the camera. The weapon players, the weapon animations. Awesome. All right, let's try that shit. Whoops. We need to be on the castle. Oh, so it looks like we have 0 faith and 0 HP. We need to we need to make some stuff smaller. Looks like we can't attack anymore, too. What if this guy hits us? Oh, we're dead. We can't move because we're dead now. So, very interesting. I've got to take a piss, so I'm going to be right back. I'm going to exit the game. I'm actually going to turn it back on and just walk over here. But yeah, I got to get some coffee and use the bathroom, and then I'll be right back. Hopefully that guy doesn't come and spot us. This is our guy who's going to give us quests and sell us potions. We're going to be navigating through this thing as like a friar or a monk or something. We're trying to do Morrowind-like mechanics. We're doing on the Godot engine. But yeah, I have to use the bathroom, so I'll be right back. All right. Yeah, I'm back. I'm just coming back in. I'm gonna grab some fucking coffee. Okay, so let's make that label smaller. First off, let's go to the player. Let's just turn that down to something reasonable. Let's see everything that says. Next time if I run the castle scene, we'll take a look. You got a good feeling about this. Okay, so we don't know what weapon we have equipped. We just basically don't have one set. I gotta figure out which one. We can still turn around. We can do the 180. We can't do any. We can run. We can walk. Jumping isn't a separate state. Oh shit. We got murdered. Okay. So, I guess, what do we... Why do we not have a... why do we not have a weapon? Weapon kind, sword. Equipped weapon ID, iron sword. So if I go to my data, do I have an iron sword? Yeah, we have an iron sword. Awesome. Let's see. Let me ask ChatGPT. How do I be equipping swords and sheath? Don't think, just give me an answer. You wrote this shit, you should know how to slop it out. If you already have sync weapon runtime, explain this to me. Oh. Okay. All right, let's try one of these. Equip weapon, we gotta say, what is it? Something DB, right? Weapon. Weapon DB. Dot equip weapon. Iron sword. Awesome. Then we gotta add that. We go project settings. Input map. We'll go equip 1. And we'll just put that as 1. So let's give that a shot. Let's see if it registers that. Let me get back to my chat. Alright, if I hit 1, Non-existent function, equip weapon in base node. Oh, let's take a look at it. Okay, so it's not equip weapon, it's just equip. Okay. Oh, I probably shouldn't have put that in the, whatever. Where's the player? Where's the damn player? So we put it in the input event, equip weapon, so we just have to say equip. Let's give that a shot. Well, I can press it, it just doesn't do anything. Or maybe it does, but it doesn't say that it does anything. Let's see, what does their errors say? Cannot load the weapon JSON. Oh, that would make sense. RES, data, is it data with a capital? It's data with a capital D, dummy. I can't believe you would fuck that up. What an idiot. What an absolute dummy. ChatGPT, of course, not me. I'm a genius. This is divine intellect right here. Alright. If I hit one... Oh, we have a weapon, iron sword. We have that equipped. Awesome. Cool. We can still go through our states. That's nice. It's very nice. I think I know what's up. Stats load failed. Could not read file. Awesome. Of course. So we're just fucking everything up. I can't believe that I would... I can't believe it. What else are the problems here? With a real Slim Shady, please stand up. We gotta... Oh, I don't give a shit about that. You can fucking have problems with that all day, Winged Devil. No big deal. Attack cooldown. Now that one actually is important. This one we need to fix. What do you mean we don't have an attack cooldown? We gotta make a timer. Timer. Am I hyped for the iDubbbz response video? I didn't even see. What is iDubbbz even... Does iDubbbz address the casino? Damn, dude, that's what I want to see, yeah. He's like, I don't smell like shit. Anissa isn't cucking me. It's like, we all know what it is, buddy. Fuck you, iDubbbz. Yeah, I mean, total casino victory on that front. Very good to see. We'll call this attack. Attack, cooldown. And whatever, we'll connect the node, timer, timeout, connect. Connect it to the player. That's probably what you want me to do, right? Bam, all the way down here. No. Whatever. I'm not too concerned. The fat guy in his cohort, someone quoted. Yeah, I used to not know who PPP was, and then as soon as the casino started, I was like, damn, BPP is like the best grifter in history. Well, not the best grifter in history, but the best grifter in the sector. You know, because Ralph, I mean, even when he was like at his prime, still wasn't very coherent. And it's like, PPP is at least able to stay somewhat sober and do the show, and he balances out Andy's retard waves. It's perfect. It's entertainment. So can I actually swing my sword? I still can't swing the sword. He's fat. Dude, the casino where where Donald Trump won the last election was so fucking hype. I didn't watch it live though, just because I was so worried about the election. I ended up taking like a sleeping pill and just going to sleep. And then I woke up the next day and I was like, Trump won? Like, holy shit, no fucking way. They're gonna release the Epstein list. Hell yeah. But imagine my shock. Alright, so why? We really need to have stuff that we can equip. Oh, I probably named it Friar Ron. We need to fix that. That could be why we can't swing. Alright, where the fuck? Andy learned to let PPP speak after the surfer incident. Yeah. Yeah, pause ski. All Andy does now, he's just the pause button. And then he says, whoa. No, that's really mean. He also takes credit for inventing half the internet. Someone's like, oh man, have you ever heard of a Let's Player? And he's like, I was the first Let's Player. Yeah, it was back in 2018. The Josh one. DSP one. Yeah. Getting Josh out of his, like, getting Josh to come on other people's streams. That's a good one. Getting him out of his basement. Very nice. Out of his hideaway in Croatia. Even though I'm a huge fan of Josh. I still gotta shit on him. As is customary to do in the sector, is to attack everyone. Like a pig, squealing, screaming. Flailing in the mud. Fuck, what am I even trying to fucking do? I've lost my fucking mind. That's right, I gotta go here, and when we're in the stat manager, we go to our fucking, it's Friar Ron. It's I'm loading it in the wrong fucking shit, of course. Load. Where are we loading from? Are we seriously telling it where to load in the player? We are. Awesome. Awesome. I don't even know my own script. I copied and pasted this as a labor of love. Friar Ron. There we go. Now it should work. Now everything should be hunky-dory. The game should be completed. And I can post it on Steam, and then I'll say I'll finish it, but I never will, and I'll just do that. Yeah, Josh taking on the deep state. That's true. Yeah, that's why I did like Josh, just because it's like, I mean, it's like nobody else takes on the fucking, nobody else has the fucking balls. He was debanked. Isn't he getting some major victories now? I heard, he's suing something com. He's suing some of the major companies because I think Trump has put more regulations on some shit. I'd have to ask. I'd have to look around. Like, I'd have to do some research. But my understanding is that Trump has made it illegal for banks to debank private citizens, and that's given Josh some ammunition. I could be completely wrong on that. Because he was debanked, and he was, like, he had to send him money through Bitcoin. Alright, so it looks like we can swing our sword. Now we just need to add T to sleep so we can take a little nap. But you can't rest here because there's enemies nearby. So, alright, we don't seem to be recharging any health, though. Fuck, what am I even gonna do? I think it's time to maybe just go into making some stuff. Maybe we'll just make some items right now. And we could actually just get some from Asset Haven instead of making them myself. And we'll just see them in Blender. Let's go take a look at that. Or I could show off what else I got in Blender. Let's just do that real quick. Since I got more people than normal watching, I might as well show off some shit. So I'll illustrate my ideas for the game. We have this. We have... I'm trying to make it Morrowind-ish. Ignore those 3 little lightning bolts at the bottom. They were for, like, movement tokens, but we're not using that gay-ass system. So, we can smash open this. Oh, damn it. I put it on the wrong collision layer. But we could smash open this barrel. It's a collision barrel. We'll have, like, potions and shit. We got monsters. We're going to be using this guy as, like, a quest giver, potion dude. Evil demon we gotta make some spells with. We got eventually kill or whatever. We have this area over here. We got some mountains in the background. We got these towers. They're gonna be for like warping around. We have this area. I gotta get some better water in here. But it's supposed to be like a King's Field / Morrowind type deal. That was my inspiration for this. We can walk over here. I don't think I have collision on the stuff down there, so I'm just going to fall right through. But this will be the opening area. We'll have some dummies where you can, you know, practice shooting, hitting some shit. I think we're going to do... I'm just going to do 3 weapon types. We're going to do, like, sword, axe, and then, like, a throne. So a throne will be, like, all the different types of shit you can throw. Looks like you can stand on here. That's cool. Can I stand on here? Oh, sick. So yeah, we can go over here and take a look. I don't think I have any collision on that stuff over there. But yeah, this is going to be like the end game area. Hopefully have like a boss over there. The idea is instead of having like everything linked together like Dark Souls or whatever, I will have like different areas that link and just send you different places. But yeah, I think like down the well, I'll just have like a boss arena you get to. Those towers are going to warp you around. You can actually run. There's no collision on this. Damn it. But, yeah, we'll exit the game. Let me open this shit up in Blender. Oh, here's our protagonist. His name's going to be Friar Ron. It's just a guy from Make Human. Shameless self-insert, a bald guy. Clearly going to be our hero. How could you ask for a more heroically looking person? Alright. No, I was kind of basing him off an old foreman I used to have at a shop. He's just going to be completely stoned out of his mind. Absolutely incompetent as fuck. But it makes for a good character arc. And then we'll go open recent. Let's see. We got Lil House. So this is the direction I'm going. I think one of the quests is going to be to collect some different types of like plants. So we'll have these 3 type of plants hidden around. This guy is going to give you the quest to collect them. You'll have to go and get them and fight the like imps or demons that are around the area. I was trying to make some vines with you know, some shit. It is going kind of well, but it's like I use cloth, so it doesn't look as great as it could. But yeah, and then if I go open recent, where is the temple backup? Don't save. So this is the full scene that you just saw in Godot. We have the these little houses over here. So this will be the training area. You go in here, you go, I don't know, we'll have like some enemies to fight in here, come across this, go into this area. I want to have like the demon's house right here. He tells you to get all the flowers or potions or kill whatever in here. That'll advance you past this gate that we have. You get the Demon's Crest. Go past the gate, whatever the fuck it is. Doesn't really matter what the MacGuffin is. We'll go in here. You have this winding path. We're going to have a bunch of enemies you got to get through. Go all the way down. Come out here. We'll have like some transition area. I don't know, something to do in here. Maybe like a little talking quest or some shit. And then you'll warp from this tower to this tower and to the final area and fight a boss. And yeah, that was the plan for this game. Yeah, and then it's supposed to be the art style that I'm going with is like, have you ever saw those like medieval alchemist drawings? They have like those weird creatures and shit on them. We're going with that type aesthetic. So we have, I don't know, I'm trying to find, if I can find a picture of what I'm talking about, I'll show it in a second, but that's the idea. Alright. So we're back in here. We gotta make it so you can swap a few weapons. Let's get some fucking weapons. Let's fucking do it. New window. I think it's Poly Haven. I don't give a shit. Assets, let's go to models. Yeah, and what I'm gonna do is bring these in. I might just bring them straight in the fucking, because we can download the GLTF, but they're gonna be super high fucking poly and super dense. So we have an axe there. What am I gonna do? Let's go tools. We have a hammer. We can whack them with a hammer. Hammer would be my weapon of choice. I like hammers. Let's try, I guess, I have the axe handle. We should get a sword. We do need the sword. Oh, damn. We got the antique Estuk. That's pretty sick. I think we're going to go with the saber, though. Yeah. I mean, that looks the crudest. Or, oh, you know what? The dagger. Pretty sick. The machete. I think the machete. But the dagger, you know, that gives us... but we don't have a dagger class. Whatever. We're going with this right here. Let's go with the 1K texture. I'm going to download it in Blender and see what it looks like. Let me bring this over here. Go to downloads. Is it ready? It is ready. Awesome. We'll open that up. We'll open this up in Blender. So if I go to wireframe, it's actually not that dense. It's not bad at all. So I'm just going to download it as a GLTF, or we could just export it as a GLTF right now. Do we have material? We have material. Awesome. I'm going to export it. GLTF, and we'll go to documents. Where is the Kingdom of Fate? Weapons. What are we going to call it? Yeah, that should be fine. Nice, so we have the machete. Let's grab... what else do we have? Let's just grab a regular axe too. So I think this is the handle I used or whatever. We're gonna grab like this one, so it's very distinguishable, different. We're just gonna grab the GLTF. Fuck it. Seems like the better option. And nice. Let me go over here. Go to the downloads. Get the wooden axe. And I think I need... I'm just going to copy... documents. Sorry, this is probably super boring. Probably really fun to watch here. Me copying and pasting shit. Yeah, there we go. We got another one in there. Awesome. Texture detected, whatever. Who gives a shit? So now we have to make it so it actually swaps. I guess we'll link these to some models. Let's go back to VS Code. So if we look at the fucking weapon database, I guess I just need a link to the actual GLB, right? We can just do that. That would make sense. And I can just add that in, and there's no reason not to. And then we'll just have that load in whenever we switch. I'm going to call it GLB file. Cool. So that should be, for right now, it's going to be equal to like res. Let's see, we can actually probably get the iron sword. Let's just use the machete for that. Copy path. Paste that shit in there. Well, it's giving us the whole thing. We need the path within Godot. Shit, so we're gonna need like is that even gonna work? I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Alright, so I think I'm just gonna do, it'll be like res and then it will be, I think, just weapons slash weapons with an A spelled correctly. Yeah, slash machete 1K GLB, and I'm just gonna try and load that file on here. And we'll just make that the same for each weapon right now. So right after name, and I'll update these later. There we go. Just spoofing some shit. No big deal. Ashbow. Alright, that looks good. Looks perfect. Now we just need to go to our player, and let's see, when we're saying when I hit my input and we go to the equip, let's go to that equip function and take a look at that. So we need to okay, true, get weapon ID. So we're returning that. Awesome. Nice. So let's take a look at what we're returning then. We go back to our player. I can say var result equals and we will print result. So if I have the ID of the object, I can now go back to the I can get the ID and get the GLB. I just need to see what's being printed here. Here is the result. Here is the result of 1,000 electric volts. Damn, dude, I used to listen to so much fucking Slim Shady. I'm such a fucking retard. Now he's gay and cringe, though. He got old and gayer and cringier. Alright. Let's run that now. Should be working fine. Alright, so we can swing that. That's nothing new. We already had that in there. If I press 1... looks like we're having some issues. Uh-oh. Unknown weapon, iron sword. Unknown weapon, iron sword. We have one, though. Interesting. Weapon dot equip, iron sword. Let's go back to the weapon database. Iron sword. Oh my god. Wait. How do you not have that? It is getting the database, right? It does. I mean, not database, but it is getting the fucking... Is there any difference? Let's try that again. I don't know. I'll just keep hitting 1. False. Iron sword. Don't got it. Interesting. Unknown weapon. Oh, okay, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at the function. We might have to actually do some coding. That's insane. If we look at equip, we can get weapons. db.get weapons. I guess we'll print db right here. Let's just print here b the db. I bet that's not working as intended. I bet that's probably what our issue is. And db. What? Oh my god, is all this fucked up? What is the problem here? Use space character for indentation instead of tab used before in the file. Oh, you fuck. Dude, what in the absolute fuck? Alright, where is that equip function at? Let's fix that shit. Right here. So can I not... If I just go here and I hit print. Of course we're going to have an issue. What is the issue? Use space character for indentation of tab as used before in the file. Is this because I copied and pasted everything? How is everything else okay? So if I do that and I hit print, are we okay now? No, because now we're fucked up on the next line. Dude, what the fuck? This is... Use space character for indentation. You're kidding me. So I can't add any new lines to my ChatGPT code because I copied and pasted all this. And I think I fucked up the spacing on it or some shit. Or does it have to do with sometimes these fuck it up? Yeah. Because even that is destroying it. Use space character for indentation instead of a tab used before in the file. Hold on. Let's see if I can just find a quick fix. We'll ask ChatGPT if he knows. I'm sure. Bam. You fucked it all up. You really did this time. You fucked it all up, bucko. I copied and pasted. And pasted. And now I got this error. Fix that shit. Bam. Godot is super strict. In GD, you can't mix tabs and spaces. Your project is set to use tabs, not spaces. When you pasted my code, some indent blocks ended up as spaces. Or use edit, convert indents to tabs. Okay, let's try that. Edit. We'll grab everything. Oh shit. Control A. Call it a liar. Hold on. Well, it might not be a liar. If it does what it's supposed to do, then I'm not going to yell at it. Let's go here. Control A. Edit. What did it say? Said something about indentation. Convert indents to tabs. Alright. What do you think now? You fucking piece of shit. I'll save it. Then I'll go back to here. I have a feeling it's not going to work so good. Can I do it in here? If I go... can I do that in VS Code? Yep, VS Code can fix that in one shot. Open your GD Sky. Look at the bottom right corner of the window. Convert indentation to tabs. Okay. So what did it say? Spaces 4. Grab this. Convert indentation tabs. I guess maybe we should grab Control A. Let's see, how's that looking? I like that. I think that's better. Now, if I just grab a random function and I hit print. Yeah, we're fucking too cool for school, dude. I'm the greatest programmer who ever lived. Possibly one of the best. You know, divine intellect right here. Okay, so let's see now. If this messes up, I swear to God, I'm going to break my entire fucking computer and throw it out in the fucking street. Alright, let's say print DB. Let's print that whole database. Alright, let's run this shit. Alright, we press 1, pressing 1 a bunch of times. The database is empty, except for one man still driving and thriving as fast as he can. Fuck. Why is it empty? It shouldn't be fucking empty. So... load from JSON, push error, R error, but we don't get an error, do we? Let me do this. Print R hard R. All right. Let's try that shit out. Okay, so the other one's just going to happen one time. That's right. So if I go up here, okay, false, error, invalid JSON, root must be an object. Oh my god. Holy shit, I can't believe you would fuck up so bad, ChatGPT. I can't believe you would do this to me. You fucking liar. You fucking liar. You messed up again. You know, in the future, there's going to be like a mannequin head that you can like smack and yell at. It might only be for the rich people, but I think that would... I think if I had like a mannequin that I could just like yell at and beat, I think that would be a very positive thing to channel your frustration from coding. If there's any fucking investors out there, we need a dummy that you can beat the shit out of and yell at, and it'll code for you. What are you doing? Why are you rewriting all this shit? Drop in weapon DB. Oh, okay, so it's a syntax issue. Alright, here's my... fucking piece of shit. Control A, Control C. We'll grab that. We'll put it on in. Here be that JSON dog. What you be thinking? Thinking longer for a better answer. Fixing JSON. You've only got one tiny killer in there. Are you telling me that I can't just add in random shit? Oh. I guess I fucked it up. Where is our double? Bam, right there. Can't have it. So that fucked everything up. Alright, let's try it again from the top. That was still ChatGPT's fault, even though I added that in after the fact. It should have known. Alright. Boom, there we go. We can hit it again. Alright. exit the game. So, database, we're getting everything there, and looks like when I press it, here is the result. Okay, Iron Sword, GLB file. So we now have a reference to our GLB machete, and I can instance that. So we can start to swap our weapons out. I gotta take a quick bathroom break, and I'm just going to play the scene and let it run. I'll just go back over here. Why not let people see the monsters? So we got our Blemmy, we got our fucking Buer or Bear, I don't know how you pronounce it. It's some Talmudic Jewish demon that would help them make little tricks and sneaky little trades. Let me... Whoops. Let me go over here. I gotta fucking pause this. Alright, I will... So let me do this. BRB. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Alright. Damn. Alright, what the fuck are we even doing? We have a lot to get done, so... yeah, as far as what we need to do, we got to... I guess we can start changing out the weapon. I'm sure the scale's going to be all fucked up on it. All I'm really doing is taking our... we have this wooden axe right here, and I'm just putting that down on the player and having this weapon player play that animation of a swing weapon. I don't know why it starts up there in the sky. I must have fucked that up somehow. But it shouldn't. It should start down here. So what I intend to do is instance the new thing on the weapon holder, and we'll probably get rid of the... this is doing the damage, but we're going to not do that anymore. This is outdated. Our player should apply damage. I think we're actually gonna... we can just get rid of the script on there. The barrel won't take damage anymore. We're gonna have to get our collider on our player script, and that's gonna be passed into our stat manager. So yeah, I guess yeah, we might end up instancing different scenes. I'm trying to think. Instead of instancing like GLTFs, we might be instancing actual weapons. I think that would be the way to go, because then we could put the collision shape wherever we want. Whereas if I'm instancing just the GLTF, I'd have to program in a collision shape or some shit. I think this is much easier to handle, is to have actual scenes like this. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, we'll do a 3D scene. We'll just call this Iron Sword. Why not? Iron Sword. Do we want to use separate naming conventions? We had the other one. Fucking... I think we're going to go all lowercase with a thing in the middle. An underscore. It makes the most sense to me. Let's try... what do I want to do? Shit. Yeah, that's right. I want to add... let's add our fucking sword. What am I, stupid? What am I, stupid? We could do this. We're gonna go... oh, no, we can just pull it up. Sorry, I keep doing the same thing over and over again. Let's go to weapons. We'll get the... I think we're going to go with the machete, GLB. Bring that shit in. Transform it on down. Good enough. We really don't know where it's going to be. That's really all we need, right? Is just the machete in there. And then we could always like add power-ups or whatever to this. I think it's going to be easier to instance a scene versus instancing a... what do you call it? Just a GLB. So I'm gonna save this in the weapons folder, and we'll link to this instead. So we'll save, and we'll go to the... I'm gonna make a new folder actually, and call it weapon scenes. Yeah, because I'm just kind of... I might actually end up getting rid of this eventually, and having this one be where everything is stored. It just makes more sense. I was just kind of experimenting, and I think it might have outlived its usefulness. But yeah, we'll have that over there. Let me turn back on the fucking art list. There we go. Nice. Sorry, I had to check some shit. Alright, cool. Alright, so we have to basically instantiate this on the weapon holder and get rid of whatever this is. So I think we should just get rid of this to begin with. Throw it out, we don't need it. And for right now, I'm just going to do the... Where's our iron sword? We'll put that in. Cool, so that's actually not bad. Pretty fucking close. Awesome. So, the reason I want to have it as a scene is I can actually add our collision shape to it now. Collision shape 3D. Not sphere. Not sphere. I guess capsule. And I think they're usually bigger than what the actual object is, but not like crazy bigger. So we'll have it like, you know, like this, somewhere in there. And I think like in like a game like Dark Souls or whatever, you would have like multiple of these hitboxes, so they would do like more damage towards like the middle of the blade or whatever, towards the end of the blade. But there's really no reason for that. We're just gonna put it. You fucking piece of shit. That's not what I'm trying to adjust. Fuck you, Godot. There we go. A little bit more. There we go. That should be fine. And I'm gonna make it a different color. I just like that they put this as an option now. I'm gonna make it yellow. Very nice. Cool. Alright, so what is the problem here? That's right, it's got to have an area. Area 3D, collision shape. And we're going to put this onto collision. I guess we should name some of these layers. We should probably do that. Let's go to the project settings. I think it's in general. 3D physics, I think. Layer 1. I guess we'll do environment. Environment, right? Layer 2. I guess we'll go player. Enemy. Player projectiles. Enemy projectiles. Player melee. I think it's good to separate those. And enemy melee. Cool. And then I guess we'll have I think that should be enough for now. Yeah. So I guess we'll have to start updating some of this shit. So we are the Iron Sword, so we're going to only be the player. We are the player melee, and we only are connecting with the enemy. We only seek the enemy. For now. We'll probably end up doing other stuff, but cool. Let's go to our Winged Devil and we'll change his collision to, so you are the enemy and you collide with the environment, with the player, with other enemies, and player projectiles. We'll be scanning for you on these, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, buddy. What is this? This is the ones that we're scanning for. Yeah, I guess. It would make sense, right? Good enough. The destruction barrels. Let's go to our break area. Collision. We only want the player projectiles and the player melee. Oh, no. We are... Oh, we gotta move this to destructible. We gotta make a new destructible objects. Cool. Cool. So we'll put that in 8 and we'll get hit by player melee and Player projectiles. Yeah, we also got to have some type of collision for this that just doesn't allow it to move right now. So we're going to need a static body as well. And this is going to have different collision on it. And this is why you need collision shape 3D. We're going to make this one a green color. It's going to be a cylinder shape. And we'll make it just a little bit bigger. This is just going to be so the player can't like walk through this, basically. Same with enemies. So there we go. And yeah, we're going to have to move this. We'll move this into destructible objects, and we're going to collide with the enemy and the player. And the environment, fuck it, we're not going to, because we don't have gravity or anything, so. Oh, but on these rigid bodies, now we're going to have to collide with the, we're going to be over here, and we collide with the environment. Perfect. Only the environment, too. We won't collide with the player anymore. That's good. Because that kind of fucks it up. It makes it look weird. It's meant to only, like, just fall down. 8 and 1. Perfect. And then 8 and 1. 8 and 1. Perfect. Sorry, I got bit by a mosquito or something in my fucking hand. Nice. Let's go back. To the castle. All right. Now what am I going to do? I guess we'll play it, and we have to load these in. So I got to go back to VS Code. We got to go to the weapons database, and we're going to have to change what these actually are. So we got to have at least one more weapon in there, and then we can start instancing stuff and lighten it up. Not giving a fuck. Yeah, okay. So what did I just say we were going to do? We were going to make one more weapon. Iron sword. We need another one. What else did we download? We got the axe, right? Wooden axe. Nice. So we'll go plus. Damn, that thing really fucked me up. Got me right on the fucking crease of the hand. We'll just call this wooden. We'll call it iron axe. Whatever. Iron axe. Golden axe. That was a good game. And then we'll add an area. And we'll add a collision shape, and we will add the GLTF. Yeah. Bam. Throw that in there. Good as gold. And we'll just make this local and then put this in right there. And we'll put this under here. We'll make a capsule shape. And I guess we'll treat it kind of like a sword, even though it's a hatchet and it's going to be swinging. But we're still going to give it like that leeway. Bring that up, so like that, and we'll give it a little bit more thickness there. I think that's fair. And yeah, I still want it centered around the thing. Let's actually make it a little bit bigger. We'll do that. I think that's okay. You know, that gives you a fair chance to hit shit. So, cool. We're going to say we are the player melee, and we collide with, for right now, just the enemies. We're not going to collide with the environment just yet. Maybe we will. That might be cool. We probably should. I mean, that's in the spirit of, like, King's Field or whatever, but we still haven't decided what we're doing here. And we got to save it in here. Iron Axe, save. Cool. And yeah, I'm going to make this a different color just so we can see it clearer. Doesn't really even matter. And we'll go back to the thing here. What is this called? Let's close that up. Close that up. It should be weapon scenes. All right. Weapon scenes. That's how it's spelled, right? Slash iron. This is steel sword. We'll go iron sword dot tscn. There we go. Nice, perfect. And where is the axe? We're going to slam that in there, and we're going to say axe. Cool. And I'm thinking about getting rid of everything except those two. That's probably a good idea. So, going to get rid of the short sword. We're going to get rid of the axe. The crossbow we'll get later. I just want to do like throwing daggers first, and the ash bow. Get the fuck out of here. So we got what? Iron axe, steel sword. We're gonna get you out of here. Iron sword. We do need one more. I think we're gonna do throwing daggers. So we'll do that later. We don't need that right now. All we need is the sword and the axe, so we just want to switch between these two. So I guess what I'll do is go back to our player. And I think I'm just going to do 1 and 2. You know, the keys 1 and 2 to swap between them. So we'll go here. And there. And a little bit over here. And we'll say equip 2. And then if I go to my Godot project settings, and I'll go to input map, and we'll say, what is it called? Equip 1. Equip. Oh, we need to add a new action. Equip 2. Look at that. Add. And that'll just be the number 2 on my keyboard. And let's see, we should be able to switch between these now. It actually won't switch now. It'll just kind of... it should just print out the information of those things. And we also got to go back to our... We no longer want to print everything in our stat manager. Not that one. We want the save. Where's our weapons database? We're going to hide that. We don't need that anymore. And let's try that shit. So when we press 1, we should at least see the different scenes, and then we should be able to just load the scenes. And yeah, let's just should be going good. I trust it. I like it. Cannot set deferred on a null value. What's the null value? Player function ready. Player ready. Add a group player. Let's try that again. Add function, disable hitbox. Oh, because I got rid of that. That's right. That would make sense. So, what we're gonna have to do. Yeah, I guess we could either add something on here. Let's take a look. So we need whatever our current weapon is. Weapon holder. You know what we'll do for right now? We'll just make this local, and we'll get this area 3D, and we'll be deleting and adding more to this. So we'll just get that first child and delete it. But for right now, we'll just start off with the iron sword. That'll be fine for right now. Not a huge deal. Just for the... We'll start off. Weapon holder. Area 3D. Cool. We just need something to apply collision with when we hit stuff. So that's what it's looking for. I got rid of that and it still needs it. So let's try that again. Set deferred on a null value. Disable hitbox. Yeah. What's the problem here? Iron sword area 3D. I'm pretty sure. That's what you want, right? Oh, I bet I fucked. Oh my god. Head collision. Where is the weapon holder? Area 3D. There we go. Now we should be good, right? Castle. Now we can run it. All right. So I can swing right now. The sword's facing the wrong way. If I hit 1, we have iron sword. If I hit 2, looks like we had some issues. Let's take a look. Oh, I don't think I ever told it to do something other than the iron sword. Nice. Cool, let's go. Back to player. So when I do the equip, input, where's my fucking input function? There it is. Instead of iron sword, we're gonna do iron axe. Cool. And the result, we did get our thing right here. So can I do, we're gonna try this. Can I do result glb file? Is this a dictionary? Well, it should work, right? Yeah, let's do it on the iron sword so we can try it on the iron axe if it doesn't work like that. But yeah, let's run it. Alright, we have our sword. We can press 1. Invalid access of property, GLB file. What do we call it then? Oh, you fuck. Oh, it's down here. It should be showing, right? It should be the, it is GLB file. Maybe not. Let's try that again. I guess I misunderstood. So if I hit 1, then I hit 2, then I'll hit escape and look over here. Here is the result. So where is that? Here is the result. Why is all this being printed? Control F, DB. I think it's up at the very top. Where am I printing all this shit? Here is the result that, alright. Okay, so that's what I actually want to do. Why is it printing all the other shit, though? Add a group player, get the stats, sync everything. If I go back to my weapon database, load from JSON, ready, push error. So I'm not printing that anymore. I'm just trying to figure out where the fuck it's... Alright, whatever. I'm going to do this. This will help me out. Print. And can't we do like \n? Like that. There we go. And we'll have some, a little bit of buffer, so at least we'll be able to make this more legible for ourselves. I just can't see shit right now. I don't know if there's no chat. I can't see anyone chatting, but it says I have 25 people. But that might be frozen. Alright, so if we hit 1, and then we hit 2, and then we exit, what do we see? So I guess that's original. So when I hit 1, this is what it's returning on everything. No, it's not. So we're getting the whole database right there, and then right here. Here is a result. Okay, so we need to get, within inside of that, we need to get value, results, value. Then we can come in here, value, and we want the GLB file. There we go. I'm not as dumb as I look all the time. Okay. Yeah, right here. Let's just do that. I'm so sure it's going to work. I'm going to plug it in up here as well. All right. Let's try that. I'm going to hit 1, then I'm going to hit 2, then I'll exit out. And let's see, here's the result, weapon scene. Awesome. So, all we need to do now is get the child, right, of the weapon holder. Yeah, we just need to get this bastard right here and tell it to get rid of its first child and add the new child in there. And that the Area 3D now belongs to the weapon hitbox. So we can just loop through and find the Area 3D. There's only one Area 3D on it. I guess we'll go ahead and fucking do that. Fuck it. Alright. So we'll go back to the player when we equip. Alright. Where's our input? I went past it, didn't I? It's all the way up here. There it is, right there. And we'll just do it manually, and then we'll move it out to a function. So we're gonna say var x equals oh shit, I fucked it up. Sorry. Let me do this. Where is I shouldn't have been typing here in the other one as well. Let me just grab this. And we're going to stop it. And we're going to go over here and plug that in right there. Awesome. Overwrite. Fuck it. I'm too cool for school. And what are we going to do? We're going to do that right here as well. Awesome. So now we're going to do that. Dot instantiate. Thank God it can spell it for me. Do we have to do one of these? I don't think so, right? I don't know. I can't fucking remember. I think we have to say var. What is this? We'll say axe. Actually, we'll say sword. We'll just say weapon. Weapon equals result. And we gotta put this in a load. So we're loading the scene, and then we're instantiating it. Class D instantiate. Yeah, we do need to add a little thingy right here, right? That makes sense to me. We're going to instantiate the weapon, and then we'll say we need to get our child, which is weapon holder. Weapon holder dot get first child. We'll just say get child 0, right? We can do that. And we will just queue free it. It's basically just a mesh with the holder and shit on it, and then we'll say we'll basically add it. I'll take this one dot add child, and that'll be the weapon. Cool. And we need to do another thing, which is to sync up our what is it called? Weapon collision. Weapon hitbox. Where are we at? Right here. Weapon hitbox is going to be equal, and we need to get the area. Okay, so we want to say, I guess we could loop through the nodes. My idea is to loop through the nodes in weapon and get the only one that's an area, and then that'll be our hitbox, because we only have the one hitbox. So for nodes in weapon dot get children, and nods for nodes, and I guess we can print them. I think I'll just say if name equals area 3D, because we left them all named area 3D. We probably should fix that, but we'll just say weapon hitbox equals that node, basically. Yeah. Node. Nodes. If nodes.name equals area 3D. So if we're here and like we're checking this, if we have a child named area 3D, then we're going to send it back that. And that should be common throughout all these scenes, right? The iron sword, area 3D. Iron axe, area 3D. Perfect. So that works out just fine. We can get rid of this too. We don't need that. Yeah, let's give that a shot. Let's go back. We're just going to do the whole thing again. Down here. And yeah, we should be good, right? I think we're good. I'm gonna go for it. I feel good vibes. Yeah. We'll go back to the castle. We'll light that shit up. So we have our sword. If I hit 1, if I hit 2, we have our axe. If I hit 1, we have our sword again. We're out of stamina, so we can't swing anymore. Yeah, but that's pretty good. Go back over here and take a look at the monsters again. This guy is gonna sell his potions. This guy is gonna be an enemy. This demon guy, he can chase us and try and attack us, but he's pretty stupid. We're gonna have health bars like that, but not that shittily made. I gotta fix his textures too. His hands move with the the wings. I was trying to make a spider texture too, but it didn't work out so good. I gotta fix that. Vibe coding. It's when you don't want to actually do any coding, so you just gotta ask ChatGPT to code everything for you like I just did. But I'm like freaking starving, so I'm gonna get out of here for tonight and go cook dinner, and I'll probably be back on. For anyone who's just coming in and never seen these streams before, or just new or whatever, this is a Kingsfield Morrowind-like type game that we are making in the Godot engine. We got some stuff made in Blender. Some of these are original assets, some of these are free to use assets. that I've like repurposed. We're making kind of a somewhat a big arena for a Godot thing. We got some mountains over there. We got some fucking teleportation towers. We're gonna have some bosses and some enemies. Still working on everything else, including the collision over here. But yeah, thanks for coming out. I might be back on tonight. Definitely be back on tomorrow. But peace out, y'all. I'm gonna go get some fucking dinner.